Welcome here, ladies and gentlemen, for this matchup between the Flyers and the Eagles. This is your quarter-final matchup. One of these teams will move on to the semifinals. That'll all be decided right here, right now for this game. Puck drop is about to be underway. And here we go. Flyers getting it off the draw. They'll dump it in quickly here onto Plord. That's William Plord in between the pipes tonight for the Eagles. Eagles going the other way. It's Rowe trying to bring this one in. Hit off the boards. Now Flyers the other way. Wood playing that one over. Flyers walking their way, and it's over for Wood. A shot on and a glove save. Rebound. Kicked out of the way. A huge save from Plord and another one off the blocker. Dieppe fans extremely happy with that one as the Flyers dump it back in here. Moreau moving it up to Rowe. That one's turned over. Flyers grab it now, and it's dumped in there. Chasing after it. Canning gets that around up to the line for Walters. Down in deep. Now the Eagles are going to try and break out here. Taken away by the Flyers. A shot on. Hit off the pads there. Eagles trying to clear this again, and they'll work out this time. As that is an icing against the Eagles. Draw here in the Eagles zone. 13:43 to go in the first period. Still lots of time. And now the Eagles the other way. It's a 2-on-1. Rowe missed the puck there. He'll have to circle back and regroup with the Eagles. As this one's moved over, they'll start to move in. Travers with a shot. And it's gloved up there. Gloved up by Jake Rhodes, who's in between the nets tonight for the Flyers. Draw here in the Flyers zone now as the Eagles look to set something up. Eagles winning it back. Giro getting that one through. A shot on by Blacquier, and it's covered up. Another draw on the Flyers' end here. One back. Gerard chasing for it. But the Flyers take possession. Turn over to Blacquier. Moving his way in. Poked away. Good defensive play there by Svesson. I can't even talk. Oh my goodness. Eagles in possession now as they try to break out of their zone. Svensson. There we go. I got it down now. Don't mind me, folks. Up to the line. A 1T goes wide. Hits off a body in front. As McDonald gets it up. Flyers trying to break out now, and they will. Getting some fresh legs out there. Thompson chasing in after it. Babin moving it up to O'Carroll, who's hit off that one. Still pushing through, though. We'll have to battle it out with McDonald in the corner. Few bodies in there, up to the line. Babin with a shot. That one's just wide. Into the corner now for McDonald. Looking for an option, and it's turned over. O'Carroll tried to go for a backhand shot. It was blocked. Up to the line for Babin, who tries to throw it back in. A nice block there from Doucette. Now, Flyers breaking out, going the other way. It's Canning in with a shot and a pad save there by Plord. Babin picking it up, trying to circle out of there, getting some pressure from Doucette. Now Gatrell battling for it. Babin coming out with it as the Eagles try and break things out here. Moved up, O'Carroll couldn't get that on his stick, so it'll be an Eagles icing. Draw here in the Eagles' end. One back by the Flyers, but it sneaks right by. Now chasing for it. McDonald trying to get his stick in there for the Flyers. Working it back. Walder's moving it around. Up to DeVoe. Intercepted there. And it'll go back for Moreau. Move to Rowe. Rowe walking in now, shot on. And it's covered up there. A big save from Jake Rhodes. Draw here in the Flyers' end now. Javers taking it against Corrigan. Thrown in by Gennard. Javers avoiding the hit there as Corrigan's battling forward in the corner. Played around, racing forward is Doucette. Now in the corner. Manchowski throwing in it. Flyers trying to break out. And they will. Spungal moving it. Walking in now. Doucette with a shot on. Blocked in front by Moreau, who's been a great addition to the defensive line here for the Eagles. Played back in on net. And it's covered up by Flord. So with a win tonight, one of these teams will play either the Crushers or the Cole Harbour Red Wings in the semis, as the Flyers trying to work their way in to the Eagle zone. Thoreau. Played up, intercepted there. A shot on, blocked in front. A good opportunity for Mason Berkmans. And we'll get a stoppage in play as that was flipped up into the bench. Draw one back by McDonald up to the line. A shot on, goes just wide. Great shot from Walters. Flyers still in possession. To McDonald, he can't reach it. Eagles trying to break out now. It's kept in, not for long. Gatrell almost had it. And a big hit there. A Malavent, and we're going to get a Flyers penalty here on that hit for head contact. Flyers zone now. So they try and break things out here. Down in deep, chasing after it. Frenette trying to get this one into the Flyers zone for the Eagles. But the Flyers doing a great job at shutting them down. In the corner. Played in a 1-T. And it's covered up there. Big save from Jake Rhodes once again. Draw, trying to get one back by the Eagles, but now the Flyers going the other way. It's Doucette. Doucette walking in, a backhand shot, and a pad save from Plord. Shut down by Babin on the rebound there. Babin takes it into the neutral, getting around Canning. Babin in the corner. Still with possession here, circling. Plays it in front, and it's turned over to Canning. Canning play this one out. A shot on, and that's just wide from Doucette. Now the other way. Gavin plays it in off the boards. Shut down there. Svensson uses the boards to get it up. Taken back. Donaldson plays it in over, a shot on. And it's covered up there from Rhodes. Draw here, one back by the Eagles, but it'll just split through the D and slip out to the neutral zone. Moving it. Colomb trying to get that one in. It's back for Walters. Tries to get it out of the zone. He'll get it back and get it down the length of the ice. And that'll be icing as we are back to 5-on-5. Walters shaking his head on that one as he realized too late that the penalty was over as Moreau tries to dump it back in. Flyers in possession now. It's over to McDonald. McDonald making a play to Walters. Up for Thompson. Thompson trying to get it through for Canning. Walters. Notice he's offside, and we'll get a stoppage in play there. Draw here just outside the Eagles zone. One back by DeVoe. And the Flyers dump it in. Gatrell chasing. Moved up to Blacquier. Blacquier trying to get it through, but it's intercepted there. Trying to get in. A shot on. And a big save there from Plord, shutting down McDonald on that play. Still scoreless, lots of great opportunities for both sides. These players came to play. They know it's an elimination game. Lose this one, and you're out of here. Played around to O'Carroll. Doucette flipping this one through. O'Carroll trying to break it out now. Gatrell still battling. Now the Eagles the other way. Rowe plays it back for Gerard. Moving that one up. O'Carroll dumping that in to the Flyers' end. Circling around, played in front. An opportunity there. Rowe couldn't smack in the rebound. He still had possession. Shot on. Stayed out thanks to Rhodes. To the line now. Gerard keeping it in. Moved around. Flyers will take possession now. Gatrell gets this one out to the neutral. Taken back by Rowe. He'll try and circle around. It's taken off his stick, and DeVoe dumping it in. O'Carroll. Shut down there. Corrigan handing it back. Corrigan trying to play it into the slot. Intercepted there and dumped in by Machowski. Doucette with a shot on from the blue line. Battling for it is Gavin and Wood. Manjaski dumping it into the corner. As that's thrown back down by Dieppe, it'll be an icing. Been a great day of hockey here thus far. Day 2 at the Victor County Wellness Center for this tournament. And it all finishes out tomorrow. We will see for the A and AA divisions who will be crowned champions. Could it be one of these teams you're watching here for the A division? We'll have to wait and find out. As Blacquier trying to get this one out for the Aigles. Over for Babin. A risky toe drag there. Turned over in front. And shut back down by Babin. Now another opportunity. A good chance there for Berkfins. Now the Aigles breaking it up. Blacquier using the glass. Kept in at the line. Slapped in by McDonald. Berkfins up to McDonald at the line. Down in deep. Trying to get there to Spunga. Blacquier getting this one out. Keeping it is McDonald. Canning will have to run back for this one in his own zone. Turned over in front. McDonald's there to recover, however. Flyers trying to get this one out. Bernard keeping it in. But it spits out for Canning. Canning going the other way. Nice move. But he can't finish it. And now the Aigles tap it out of the zone. Warlers dumping it back in. Plord out to make the play. Up to O'Carroll in the neutral. He'll get hit off that one. Warlers now. As it's dumped in by Gatrell. Chasing for it, McDonald. But it'll be a Flyers icing. Draw here in Philly zone, or excuse me, Flyers zone. You can see how much NHL I watch. Up to the line. Grenard keeping it in, and he's smoked there by Wood. That's going to be a penalty to the Flyers. Shot on. Rebound pops out. Grenard fans on the shot. Gets it over. Travers. Had a goal in his last game. Circles back into the neutral for the delayed penalty. Travers. Handing this one back to O'Carroll now, who dumps that one in. And Spunga will touch it there. The Flyers will have to kill off another penalty here as Wood heads to the box. Draw one back by the Aigles. Grenard playing that one over. Moreau, a shot on. And a pad save from Rhodes. And the Flyers clear it. Back down to the Aigles end. Up to Rowe. Rowe. Playing it in. Chasing it. Donaldson blows a tire there. And another one. Donaldson can't get up. Almost like he lost a blade there. So charging was the call against Woods. Travers moving it now. Aigles bringing it in. Donaldson gets tripped up again there. No call on the play. And I almost said Phillies again. The Flyers get it down the length of the ice. With just a little over a minute left here in the first period, we're still scoreless. And a big dodge of the hit there by Grenard. Still walking in, gets it into the slot, and it's cleared out there. Dieppe looking for a penalty. It doesn't look like they're going to get it. Kerrigan trying to get that through. It's back for McDonald, who dumps it back into the Eagles' end. Just under a minute left in play now. As Colombe picks that one up, trying to play it out, but Blackjack couldn't reach it. Down into the Philly zone on net, and it's covered up by Rhodes. Draw here in the Philly zone. Played around the boards. Up to the line, kept in by Babin. He'll walk in with the slapper, and that goes just high. Colombe playing it up. Intercepted there by the Flyers. Now Cannon going the other way. Crossing into the Eagles' end. Hit off that one. Elephant couldn't get his stick on that one. Eagles flipping it out to neutral. 10 seconds left. Pushing through. Elephant plays it over. A shot on. And he fans on the shot. A close chance for Cologne. And that will end the first period. Still scoreless in this game. What a back and forth matchup. So the players will take a short breather, and we'll be back in just a moment with the second period. And welcome back here, folks. Second period ready to be played. Both teams facing elimination in this game. Ready for the face-off. As the Eagles win it back quick there. Flyers trying to get it out of their zone. Playing it through, Babin dumping it into the Flyers' end. Cottrell gets that one around. O'Carroll moving that one back to Gavin. Gavin dumping it in on the backhand. DeVoe battling for it in the corner. It's up to the line. Babin keeping it in with a slapper. Babin once again playing it in for O'Carroll, who dumps it into the Flyers' end. Big hit there from Babin. Playing it around. O'Carroll is trying to set something up. Here he is, a shot on. It's wide. Bro, up to the line. Babin. Slapper. And that one is just high. A close chance there. Rhodes shaking his head after that one flew by. Svensson battling. And it's intercepted there. Turned over. Flyers trying to grab it. Rowe going in for it. And that one will sneak out to the neutral zone. Kennard. Firing up to Rowe, and he can't reach it there. Still battling. Now taking it out is Doucette. Kyle Doucette throwing it over. Trying to work his way in. Wood into Doucette. And a close chance there. Travers moving it around. He's hit off the play. Played in front by the Flyers. Eagles trying to clear it. It'll get out, not very far. Doucette with a shot on. Pad save. Another shot from Wood, and it's just wide. Donaldson trying to get it out of the danger zone. It's kept in by McDonald. Corrigan battling for it. Corrigan. And Moreau gets it out to the neutral. Not for long as McDonald picks it up. Walking in. Plows through there. Flyers again. Played in deep, Thompson. Rowe. Throwing it around. McDonald keeping it at the line. He tries to throw it into the slot. Canning racing for it. But the Eagles get it out. Donaldson dumping that one in. Battle for it behind the Flyers net. Canning starts to bring it out for the Flyers now. Moving that one up. A saucer pass. A beautiful one to Berkmans, who tries to get over to the open ice. Blacquier will get there first and start to move it the other way for the Eagles. Little stop and go there. Dumps it in on the backhand. McDonald throwing that one down. Hoping for it to be on net. And it hits the net there just on the outside of the post. Flord was looking for it too. Gerard, excuse me. Trying to play this one in. Up along the boards. McDonald gets it to DeVoe, who's shut down there by Gerard. Malafant bringing it in, plays it into the slot. Doucette with a slapper, fans on it. Now Flyers the other way. Lots of back and forth action. Walking in is Wood, and he's kept to the boards. DeVoe battling. Doucette on his tail. Eagles come in and take possession. O'Carroll trying to get this one out. Ellerbeck gets it through. Fournette keeping it in to the Flyers' end, not for long. So the Flyers grab it, and they'll try and bring it out to the neutral. Walking in now, a shot on from Wood. And it's covered up there. The puck was out. McDonald had a clear shot at it, but the whistle was blown. Flyers not happy about that one. Draw here in the Eagles zone. 10:01 left to go in this game. This game is going by fast. There's been barely any whistles. Just back and forth, constant action between these two teams. Couldn't have it any other way, and a shot on there. Another shot, trying to poke this one in. And it's covered up, and now Travers is going to get a penalty here. So now the Flyers, a power play. Travers not happy about that one. An opportunity to get the first goal of the game for the Flyers. Like I said, constant action with these two teams facing elimination. Trying to play this one in. Manchaski, but it will exit out down to the Flyers zone. Eagles clear it. Now the Flyers. Manchaski crossing blue, trying to bring this one in. Plays it off the boards and around the net. Wood chasing for it. Wood laying the body in the corner there. Getting some help from Corrigan. It's up to the line. Doucette circling into the slot. Doucette, nice move, a shot on, and it's just high. Flyers playing this one in. Back up to the line for McDonald. Over to Svensson. Svensson looking for a clear path. Gives it back to McDonald, who dumps this one in for Wood. Wood in the corner. Trying to get it out. Rowe gets it out to the neutral. McDonald gets it back to Svensson. Back to McDonald. McDonald trying to feed Doucette, but the pass is a little too far ahead. It goes into the corner for Babin. Doucette still picking it up. Dangling his way around Malafin. Doucette circling, loses a tire there. Keeps it in, however. Desperation play, and he'll keep it in again there. McDonald at the line. Back to Doucette with a shot over. Trying to get it to Wood in the slot. Wood up to Svensson. To Wood. And the Eagles will clear it thanks to Babin. Flyers starting to break out of their end. It's up for Canning. Nice move there by Canning, the captain. Bergvins bringing it into the Eagle zone. Pops right back out to the neutral. McDonald playing it back for Svensson. Svensson trying to dump this one in. Grenard's there. He'll throw it back down. Svensson moving this one. Still battling for it. Thompson almost had his stick on that one. It's back for Svensson. Plays it off the glass and in to the Eagles' end. They'll throw it right back out. Flyers will have to clear it to the offside. Malafin dumps this one into the Flyers zone. We are back to 5-on-5 here. Now McDonald moving it up. Berkmans. Back to McDonald. He'll get his stick on it, not for long. Now the other way. Rowe walking his way through. Plays it back. Grenard couldn't get there. And Berkmans almost had a close opportunity at a breakaway, but tripped up on the puck there. Fredette moving it around the back. Eagles starting to set something up into the slot. And a good defensive play there from Wolvers. Moreau chasing after it. Got Berkmans on his tail. Moreau will get there first. O'Carroll trying to play this one through. Back around Rowe with it. Looking for an option. Trying to get it to Fournette. Found on the pass, but still gets it back. Rowe trying to move that one up. It's intercepted there. And McDonald will chase it out to the neutral. Moreau getting there first. Flipping it high and over. Grenard, who went for a lacrosse shot at it. And a big hit there on Fournette. McDonald dumping this one in. Eagles get possession. Trying to move this one out now. Played up. Flyers trying to get it to McDonald. Pass just goes a little too far ahead. O'Carroll trying to break it out now. Kept in by Sponga. Cottrell playing it in deep. McDonald couldn't get the shot off. It got caught up in his feet. Cottrell. Another opportunity for the Flyers, and this one will sneak out. Great Eagles defense there. O'Carroll pushes it off for Fournette to grab it. Fournette walking in. Shot on. Rebounds alive in front. O'Carroll trying to get it. It's back for Doucette at the line. Doucette circling. Playing it up. Grenard, a shot on. Tipped in front, gone wide. Battling for it. Ellerbach, who's hit off that one. And the Eagles, with a wonky pass, will get it out to the neutral. Back into their end. Gerard playing it through. Corrigan dumps it right back into the Eagles' end for the Flyers. Wood tries to play it up to the defense, but they weren't there. Svensson moving it up. Dumped in by Doucette. Doucette handing that one back to Donaldson. Trying to get it out. Doucette's there. Shot on. Rebounds alive in front, and it's covered up there by Plord. .446 left in this period. Draw here in the Eagles zone. We are still scoreless. Flyers pushing it in. Doucette trying to grab possession. Flyers putting on the pressure. It's Wood on his tail. Doucette hit under the boards there by Wood. Malafin gets it out. Gerard will bring this out to the neutral, passing it to Colomb. Colomb working around the boards, trying to cycle in front. But the Flyers shut him down. Battling for it now for the Flyers, McDonald. And the Flyers clear down the length of the ice. That's on net. Wait. Eagles battling. Colomb pushing that one on to the Flyers net. Pad save there from Rhodes. Flyers trying to break out. Thompson almost pushing that one through for net. Crossing in for the Eagles. Puts it in on net. Padded to the side there by Rhodes. Up to the line for Babin. And that one sneaks right by him. On his tail is Doucette. Doucette trying to get around. Babin gets there first, using the body to keep Doucette behind. Babin pushing through. Canning now. Walking in, Canning, a shot. Blocked in front. Another shot from Svensson. Up to the line, McDonald just keeps it in. Svensson will chase. Canning dumping it back in. Up to Rowe. Rowe will start to bring it out now for the Eagles. Babbitt. Carrying this one, trying to bring it out. And he'll get out. Rowe bringing it through. 2-on-2 as the Eagles work in to the Flyer zone. Shut down there. But it's up for Donaldson. A shot. And it's just wide there. Gavin keeping it at the line. Dumping that one off the boards. Back for McDonald. McDonald playing that one out. Moreau's there. Moreau handing it back. Intercepted. But a good defensive recovery there by Donaldson. Working in now. Guttrell trying to get through. Travers will grab it and flip it up high and get it out to the neutral. Spongal chasing. Getting it over. Ellerback trying to get it back. Shot on. Big hit there on DeVoe. Battling for it. It's back in the Flyers' end. Looking for an option. They'll flip this one out. DeVoe couldn't get it on his stick. Donaldson to Travers in the slot. A shot on. Glove save. And the rebound is picked up by Ellerback, who dumps it down the length of the ice. That'll be a Flyers icing. Draw here in the Flyers zone. Trying to win that one back. Flyers pushing through into the neutral. Doucette. Some room. A shot. Save. And they miss on the rebound. What a save from Flord. Oh my God. Now this is a game. Colomb giving Flord a hug there after a huge save. Flyers trying to work it out now. Just under a minute left to go here. Svensson throwing that back in. Grenard playing it around. Grenard moving it up to Wood. Wood in front for Doucette, who fans on the shot. Now Blacquier. Moving that one down. It'll be an Eagles icing. Or no, it won't. I thought the ref had his hand up there. It's in the Flyer zone now. Doucette taking it back through, having a look at the clock there. Plays it up. Moreau. Dumping that one back. Svensson. Playing it back. Doucette with a little bit of a lead walking in. Gerard doing a great job at holding him to the side. And that'll be the end of the second period. Still 0-0 between the Flyers and the Eagles. What a matchup though so far. It's going to be a close third period. We'll see what happens after a flood. Be back in just a moment. Welcome back, folks. Third period about to start. Still scoreless. Both these teams facing elimination. It all comes down to these last 15 minutes in the third period here. Flyers versus Aigles. They'll set up for the draw here. And here we go. Flyers trying to push it through. Corrigan. Back for Doucette. Doucette looking for an option. Plays it up high. Trying to get it out to O'Carroll. Plord dropping that one for the Aigles. Trying to move that one up. Flyers keeping them hemmed in. Offside there. Wood didn't realize, but he's out now. Aigles trying to set up. Intercepted by Doucette. Pushing through on net. And it's covered up by Plord. Both of these goalies have been absolutely shut down. Making some great saves, both of them. Keeping their teams tied at 0 here. Couldn't ask for a better matchup in the first elimination game of the tournament. Babin trying to play it out. Kept in by Svensson. Gavin battling. Up to the line for McDonald. Takes a wrist shot. And a close chance there for Canning, who tips it just not far enough to the right. Pad save from Plord. Rio trying to bring this one out. Kept in by McDonald. Moving this one. Canning playing it back. Flyers being careful here as they try and get out to the neutral. Babin there, pushing this through into the Flyer zone. Donaldson trying to get by. Shot on! And it's covered up by Rhodes. Draw here. One back by the Flyers, trying to push it through. Shot on, and a stick save from Rhodes. Blacquier trying to push this one around. Back for Donaldson battling. Or Malafin, excuse me. Hit off there, and the Flyers take possession, trying to rim this one out off the boards. And that one's kept in. Werther's still battling for it. Moving it out, now the Flyers the other way. Up and over. It's McDonald trying to push through with DeVoe. McDonald in the corner, hit off that one. Up to the line, kept in by Svensson. Bernard throwing it back around. Lacombe trying to keep this one in as it's stumped right back by the Flyers. Wood hit there, a big hit from Gennard. Still battling. Fournette playing it off the boards. Moreau getting there, moving it up. Chipping it in, and it's dumped right back in by Svensson. Back in again, Moreau chasing. And the Aigles move it out, trying to get there. McDonald gets there first. Wonky pass. Rio, a shot on, and it's blocked in front. A great play for Manchowski. Flyers the other way now. Pushing through. Doucette, a shot on. Big block in front, another shot, and it trickles in. The Flyers score. Flyers get the first goal of the game. It's Oliver Corrigan. A onesie from the slot. Flord made the initial save, but it trickled past his blocker right into the net. Draw one back by the Flyers. McDonald trying to play it out. Moved up to Thompson. Thompson moving it through. Passes blocked by Travers. Getting in now. Flyers trying to set up. They blew the whistle here for offside. Eagles going the other way now. Donaldson. Now the Flyers going the other way. Walking in, Berkman's shot on. And it's sticked away there by Plord. Trying to play this one around. Up to Rio. Flipping that one up high. Berkman's moving it, or excuse me, McDonald moving it. Battle for it here in the neutral zone. Gerard working his way through. A shot on, and it's gloved up there by Rhodes. .10:29 left in this game. Flyers lead by 1. Eagles win it back. Gavin, a shot on, goes high. Back for Malafant. Malafant getting it over. Blancpaire working his way in, a shot. And it's covered up there by Rhodes. .10:11 left to go here. Draw in the Flyers' end. And that one will sneak out past Gavin. Gavin getting that one. Gavin circling around. Working his way in. Loses that one. Gets it back. Circling around the back of the net. Played around there by Ellerback. Flyers trying to get this one out. Kept in at the line. A shot. Sticked away there by Rhodes up into the netting. Draw again here in the Flyers' end. Trying to keep it in. Moreau. Played around. Rio trying to get in. Fournette chips that. Corrigan with the only goal this game moves it ahead for Doucette. Doucette loses that one. And we're going to get a penalty here against the Flyers. And now a prime opportunity for the Eagles to tie things up. Both teams will set up here. Travers taking the face-off for the Eagles. Trying to win that one back. It's a battle for it against Corrigan. Pushing it through. Eagles get it up to the line. They now have possession. Grenard playing it over to Moreau. A shot on. Rebounds alive in front, and it's cleared out of the way there by McDonald. Wood trying to play it out. Stick lift there by Moreau. Gets it into the corner, up to the line. Travers, a good defensive play to get back from Moreau. Rio getting up to Gennard. Gennard back over to O'Carroll. Down in, Moreau. Up to Gennard, keeps it just in, throws it in for Moreau to O'Carroll. Into the slot, a shot goes wide for Rio. And the Flyers trying to clear it, goes out to the neutral. Moreau there to recover. Moving it over. Playing this one in, Rio. Looking for his options along the boards. Still battling for it. Travers down in behind's taken down. No call on this play. Moreau getting it up to the line for Moreau. Moreau shot on. Tipped in front and it goes just wide. And the Flyers trying to clear, and they will thanks to McDonald. Just 35 seconds here left on the Eagles power play. Flyers doing a good job of shutting them down so far. Rio. Playing that one in. Malafant. Getting up to the line. Gerard a shot on. Rebound's alive. Donaldson trying to get it in, and it goes wide. Up to the line, kept in. Malafant looking for his options, gets it back up. Doucette looking, plays it into the corner. Flyers trying to clear it. And a great desperation play there from Doucette. Playing over to Donaldson, intercepted. Now going the other way. Thompson. Hands it back. Flyers in possession, a shot on. Rebound is alive. It trickles back to Wolders. A shot on. And it's in. The Flyers make it 2-0. Wolders with a shot from the line. Snipes it right behind. Flyers with 6:52 left. Eagles take it off the draw, moving in. Comier. Now pushing through, Flyers. It's Canning pushing it for Thompson, but it's intercepted there and shut down by Gavin. Back for Berkmans. Playing that one back, Babin. Babin's getting through, loses that one. It's off for Rio. Rio circling into the corner. Looking to set up, and it's turned over. Cottrell getting it out. Gavin. Into the corner. Wolders trying to move it out. Berkmans now. Now going back, McDonald pushing it through. Trying to beat Gavin there. Gavin uses the body to keep him to the side. Net guard falling off and all. Gavin getting by. Dumps it in on the backhand. Avoids the hit there, and he'll get off to the bench to fix that net guard. McDonald picking it up in the corner for the Flyers. Hit off that one. Svensson. Moving it off the glass, and it's out to the neutral. Gennard getting it over. DeVoe pushing through. DeVoe, he's in. A shot, and it stays out off the post, but the rebound's put in. Flyers 3-0. Cottrell getting this one. Taps home the rebound. .5:14 left in play. Pushed in by Doucette. Doucette into the corner. Bernard battling for it. Flyers in there, laying the body as well. Corrigan trying to keep it in, but it's over for Doucette. Doucette bringing it past the goal line, up through, trying to break it out for the Eagles. Travers getting it, and he'll dump it in to the Flyers' end. Trying to get a pass up to Gennard. Trying to take a shot on. McDonald moving it around. Up at the line. Donaldson keeping it in, but the Flyers get it down the length of the ice. This will be a Flyers icing. Eagles win it back. Babin, a shot on. Rebounds alive, and it's covered up by Rhodes, excuse me. Who's having a fantastic game. Both these goalies putting in a great effort for their team. Babin, a shot on, and a big save there from Rhodes, excuse me. Jeez. Don't mind me, folks. Malafin trying to play this one back in. Moved around by Berkvins. Up to the line. Babin battling. He'll cross in, a shot. Hits a body in front, and it'll stay out of the zone. Another shot on. Blocked in front by McDonald. Back out to the line. Thompson tipping it by. Berkvins trying to get it over. Intercepted there. Now Babin the other way. Babin curling in. Still moving around, but the Flyers get it out to the neutral and down the length of the ice. This will be Flyers icing. Draw here in the Flyers zone now. Battling for it, Ellerak. Gets it around. Flyers trying to break out now. Eagles doing a great job at hemming them in their zone. Babin, a slapper. And it's only... no goal there. It didn't fully cross the line. My God, what a play. Rhodes got lucky there. Almost trickled through. Flyers fans waving at the camera here. Now played through. Flyers trying to break it out as it stays 3-0 after a close call for the Eagles. Moved around. Gavin makes a hit there on DeVoe. DeVoe still battling. Gavin will come out with it. Trying to push it off. Now Fournette going the other way. Fournette playing it over. But it's intercepted there. Eller back. Trying to get it back into the Eagles' end. And it's slapped in there by O'Carroll. Down on, and Rhodes will cover it up there with 2:31 left in play. Draw here, Flyers end. Trying to win this one through, and it's pushed back by Doucette, racing for it. Gennard moving it around the boards to get it to Rio. Rio trying to play this one out. He's hit down. Wood making another hit. Tavares trying to get this one out of the zone. It's up to the line. Doucette keeping it in. Moreau moving it. Travers Trying to play this one out to the neutral. He'll get it there. Doucette dumps it right back in. But it gives the Eagles a little bit of breathing room, trying to set up the breakout. Wood throwing it right back in. Moreau moving it through. The Flyers will gain possession in the neutral. Svensson moving it back for Corrigan. McDonald moving it back. 1:20 left in play here. Doucette dumps it into the Eagles' end, and that's just off net. Grenard bringing this one through. Nice move there to bring it in. Grenard, a shot on, and it hits the outside of the netting. Grenard up to the line. Moreau bringing it into the corner now, trying to move it around. Malafant gets hit off. Never mind, he avoids the hit there. Trying to get it through. Turn over to Moreau. Moreau trying to dangle his way back in, but it'll sneak out. Grenard moving it. Eagles playing this one back in. Comey. Now the other way, Walters. Back for Thompson, who dumps this one in. Moreau in the corner, playing it off the ref's skate. Canning up to Thompson with a shot on, and hits Gennard in front. As he throws it up, Thompson. We're down to the last 5 seconds here, and we'll get a stoppage in play. With just 4 seconds left to go, it looks like the Flyers will be heading to the semis. As they get a late penalty there, it's Berkmans. He'll celebrate from the penalty box. And they'll run the clock out here. The Flyers are heading to the semifinals tomorrow morning. What a game. Eagles also playing a fantastic game. Flyers had a couple nice shots in the end that won them this one. We'll watch the players shake their hands, and we'll stick around for the Player of the Game ceremony. Lord getting it for the Eagles. A well-deserved player of the game. He stood on his head in between the pipes. The Flyers coming out to give him a fist bump as well. A nice gesture of sportsmanship.
Player of the game for the Sackville Flyers, number 13,
And for the Flyers, Corrigan getting it. Scored the first game-winning goal for them. Playing a great game. As well as Jake Rhodes out there getting the shutout. Also a great game. These guys shaking hands there. You love to see it, even after the Player of the Game ceremony. That's what it's all about. Flyers will move on to the semifinals. 3-0 is the score. Thanks for tuning in, folks.